Alright guys, here I am at the Aquaponics. I'm going to get all the junk out of here, get my little cups pulled up, we'll get them cleaned out, we'll get them some rock wool in it, some fresh rock wool. There's some stuff growing in here, but I don't know what it is. We'll clean all that out. Some of this I'm not going to go back close to the drain like I was before. I'd like to clean some of this out, but I should have saved some rainwater. Around. Let's see, there might be one back here coming out of this stuff. No. A lot of junk in here. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37. Yeah, so we're going to be cutting my growing space down because of all that mildew over there. I'm basically going to be cutting it down basically to this side. Maybe a little bit over there where I can reach. Alright, so let's go get these cleaned up. And get some rock wool in it and start getting some seeds and get these things planted. Now when you first starting this out, guys, you don't plant, like you don't put your fish in one day and start planting the next day. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, now I'm doing it because I already had fish in there and my system's been going on for years and I have the bacteria in my system already. There's a certain bacteria that forms. It takes a couple of months of the fish water going over the rocks and draining, and then it causes a bacteria to grow in the rocks. And that bacteria is what converts the ammonia in the fish waste into nitrogen, okay? It's a couple of steps before it gets to nitrogen. I don't know all the steps. But it's done so quickly, you guys, that it's, you know, you don't need to know all of that. Really, just get the fish going. Get your Your pump's going, just get that going. It's going to start converting it over. And then the water that drains back down into your main water source where the fish are is actually filtered water, right, you know. So I got me a fish net here just to drain this into the net. Alright, so I got 37 of these things to clean. There's the little cups. I'm cleaning them out. And I'm going to go through that. When I get that done, I'll meet you back here. And we'll start getting it all set up and ready, okay? Alright, go off. Alright guys, here we are back in here. Let me get out of the sun because it's brutal today a little bit. Okay, so I cleaned out the cups. Now what we're going to do basically have about 40 of them cups. Let's see how many's on this row here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 20, 30. So I got enough here to really do that. So I'm not even going to have to open this new pack. I still have enough on here. Okay, so I got some seeds. I hope my seeds are good. Some seed of these I'm going to be planting in the garden beds out there. Shouldn't need any. I got some cups in here. I shouldn't need any more cups. Let's get going with what we got here. Okay. All right. So something I do need to get is my little tweezers for putting the seeds in the rock wool. Now let me show you something about the rock wool. Rock wool is just a medium that you can plant in, but you see this side? It has holes in it. You can drop your seed in it. Okay, so when you put the rock wool in your little cup, you break your one piece off, drop it in the cup. Real simple. Put your seed in that little hole. Now I've had bigger ones. I think the other ones are bigger where they're wider at the bottom and they fit tighter in the in here, but whatever. They work. Okay. I had, if you saw the videos, I had celery and lettuce growing like crazy in there. All right. So let me well, let's go ahead. We can do this. I can go get my tweezers when I'm ready to put the seeds in. Okay, but I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here. It's a little shadowy for me when I look in the camera. Just put the hole up. That's where your seed's going. Okay, this is going to give me quite a bit in that little area there. Quite a bit of stuff. I might, that's 37, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. Let me get 3 more. We're going to make an even 40. These are kind of destroyed. So what I'll do, since I have 40, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do like 10 celery and 30 heads of lettuce. Now that's gonna be a lot of lettuce for that little spot, but it's okay because you can cram it in there. It can be all crammed. It's beautiful looking when it's all growing like that. So anyway. And I might maybe do, you know, maybe 15 and 25 maybe, okay? We might do that, get some more celery growing in there. The celery I'm going to get real tight up against the middle there and do the heads of lettuce all around the outer edge. So, alright, so now I need my little tweezers so I can get the seeds in here. And let's work on that right now. So let me go get my tweezers, okay? Hang on a second. Okay, another thing, the cups you can reuse over and over until they actually start getting brittle and falling apart. You know, so you can use them over and over. This is probably I don't know how old mine are, but I've been using them a long time. And I think they're made. You know, unless you let them sit out in the sun to dry out, I don't think you'd have any problems with them ever getting brittle and breaking. Because I mean, I've been doing this a long time, guys. I mean, when I first started it, I didn't even use the cups. I was growing the plants and. I didn't even have the greenhouse. I was on my deck. I would set up tables and I would grow them, and then I would take that out of the little cup, you know, the cell, and plant that right into the dig me a hole in the rocks and put it right down in there. I didn't even use these cups. So I mean, if money's an issue, you know, you can do it that way. I did it like that for a long time. Now, it is easier to use the cups, okay? Because you can start from seed here. You don't have to do seed there, grow it, and then transplant it into the aquaponics. You go straight from seed. And that was something I wasn't sure if I could do. And so I ordered everything. And I did it, and it worked out good. All right, let me find my stuff here. Okay, see this. I should have some. Yeah, I got some things here because I'm going to have to mark. I'm just going to mark the celery. That's something I need. Probably some more of these things. Okay. All right, so let's get the celery. Let's get the celery behind us. Let's get that done. Here's some celery here, but let me make sure I don't have open celery. So here's some beets I'm going to plant. Here's some butterhead that's open. I want to use that first. I got some arugula I'm going to be planting and some spinach. Some more butterhead. I got 2 butterheads that's open. So I got one here that's closed. I'm not going to need that. Put that back in here. So I have the celery right here. Let me make sure I don't have any celery open in here. Okay, don't look like, no. I don't have any other celery in here. What is this? Chinese cabbage. Oh, let me get some of that planted. Okay. I thought I didn't have any. I looked in here before, didn't see any. Then I went to go get some seeds, and I didn't see any there. Okay, so we're going to have to open a pack of the celery. Okay, so this is the tall celery. 120 to 128 days. So 52 to 70 grows taller. That's the one. This is the Utah 52 to 70 tall IMP, which is probably Imperial maybe, celery. Okay, it grows taller and with taller ribs, deeper green color, and sweeter than the original Utah celery. Okay, this variety does not need blanching. Okay, disease resistant. Okay, 100 days. Best started in early spring or fall. Can sow direct. See, begin indoors for 10 to 12 weeks. But see, this is different what I'm doing here. This is, we're doing aquaponics. Okay, I've had great success growing celery in my aquaponics. You know, there's some things that you try to grow and other people can grow it, and then you struggle with it. Boy, this is some little bitty seeds here. All right, let's go for it. So, get this down here where you can see me. Little bitty seeds. I don't know if you can see in there. And you got to make sure that it falls off of your tweezers. And you're not picking your tweezers up and it's still stuck on your tweezers. Some of these are going to have more than one seed. I can see it right now, and that's okay. There's 10 celery. About 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 heads of lettuce. I'm going to go 15 celery, okay? Okay, we got 15 celery. won't be planting my lettuce this close together, guys. This is just because this is celery. It's going to be, celery gets thick, it gets big. It's going to be all celery here. It's going to be nice looking. I can't wait to see it. But it's going to be a couple of months. Be close to the springtime, or in the spring when we harvest it. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the butterhead lettuce. 30 heads. It's going to be a lot of lettuce. But this is the whole reason for aquaponics. To grow greens, grow your lettuces. To grow really well. I'm probably going to put a couple seeds of this in the elevated beds. Okay, takes care of that. And I'm going to have to move this shade cloth. It's got to be moved over here, so I got to get up on a ladder, man. It's going to be hard to tell for me. But... Alright, so in this little area that's what, 3 foot by 4 foot, I got 15 celeries and I got 25 heads of butterhead lettuce, and we'll just have to wait and see. Now the lettuce is gonna grow way faster than the celery, and sometimes I've done it before. After the lettuce grows and we harvest the lettuce, I can replant some more lettuce. Okay, but that's if you cut the whole head out and take it. But if you take leaves off and you take it apart that way, fresh stuff grows on those heads. Fresh leaves grow, and so that's been my experience. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet until I get to that point, okay? So a couple of things I need to do. I got to get the shade cloth down and get that pinned up, kind of start blocking that sun in here. And my grow light, I gotta have to lower that. So I got to get up there. Got a lot of dust on it. I'm probably going to get my shop vac out, kind of vac all the spider webs off of it, and work on getting that lowered down here. But I got to block the shade so I can see the light, the beam of light, how far I got to set my my grow light down. Okay, so all right, so that's what I'm gonna work on. Let me go get some things together. I'll meet you back here or you can watch me put the shade cloth up. You can watch me fool with the light, and then we're gonna get to planting some arugula, like in those containers. I'm gonna be planting, sprinkling the arugula seeds, because let me tell you, arugula, very easy to grow. You can direct seed it, and it grows well. And I highly recommend, if you like salads, it's a good add to your salad. It's got a little peppery, natural peppery taste to it. We love it. We even eat it by itself sometimes, but I recommend you mix it in your salad. So we're going to be having the arugula and the butterhead lettuce. I have some other leaf lettuces that's growing through there that I planted. And then I'm also going to direct seed some butterhead seeds, and then see what happens with that. So, and then we have the spinach. Let's see, we got the spinach, the butterhead, lettuce. Oh, I got some Chinese cabbage that I want to get planted. Man, I can't believe this. I found it. Some spinach. I want to get some of the beets in, which I think I have one that's open already. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, right here. Got beets that are open already. We'll save that. And I got one thing of arugula. Arugula, I can't find it in the stores. You got to order it. And I didn't order any seeds this year because I figured I had plenty from the past. And man, I thought I was out of arugula. I couldn't find it, and I just now digging in here, getting these, found the arugula. I also found the Chinese cabbage. I was looking for some of that too. All right. So that's going to be, we're gonna direct sow those here directly. Let me go get some stuff together, get that ready, get ready to move the shade cloth and move this light, and we'll direct seed some of this stuff in the beds. I might be pulling some things out. I'm going to look around. Some of the pepper plants that's really not putting out a whole lot, instead of taking up space, I'm going to be yanking some of that out. It's time for some of that. The basil is all going to seed. Probably if I pull the basil out, I'll have plenty of room to start growing like the cabbage, Chinese cabbage, and more arugula, spinaches, things like that. So that's the time of the year for us here, guys. This is the fall for us. You got to kind of wait late fall with some of these greens because it's still warm here. And I still need my pepper plants and some of the other things I have in there to kind of block some of the sun, to give some indirect sunlight so this stuff don't burn up in there or get too hot and go to seed on me. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that happens here. Real easy. You can be growing lettuce and looking good. You come out the next day, it done shot out a tall stalk with a flower on it. That quick. So okay, all right. Well, let me get some things together, and I'll meet you back here, and we'll get some more stuff done. Okay. All right, now that's what I'm talking about. Now it really, in the camera, you're looking at the light coming from the grow light, and 50% of the light's coming through the grow bed. I mean through the shade cloth. So it's actually going to be okay. All right, and that should help anything with the water, because I was kind of starting to see the water with a little greenish tint. I mean, once you start getting algae in it, it's hard to get rid of, but I got a lot of catfish in there, and they do kind of clean that up. So anyway, okay. All right, so now what I need to do, I need to get up here. I got to lower this light, and I got to clean all this off, too. It's got spider webs on it. So I got that to do, and we're going to go plant some stuff. And I think we're going to go plant some stuff right now, because that's going to be the easiest thing to do first, because it's really not going to take much to plant. So let's see. So what I was thinking about doing was all through here, get some arugula going. So like right here, here's this horseradish plant right here, and now horseradish gets pretty big, okay, but I don't think it's going to get big this year. I think I can get me some arugula planted around this thing. And I'm going to put a little bit of mud over it. I believe I have some. I got a little bit of mud here. And that way I can cover lightly over the seeds. So this is just a lot of the seed mix I had that I dumped in here. Okay, when I was cleaning out some of the trays in there. Now here's one here. Yeah, this is a cauliflower here, but I got all this space right here. So let me put some more arugula. You know what? Here's a beet right here. Let me plant some beets. All in this little area right here. And then let me cover that. Okay. Okay, so that fills that one in. Now we got this one here, and this one is doing pretty good. This is a nice size cauliflower here. Look, I got some a couple of peppers right here growing. I'm gonna put some more arugula back here. I don't know if y'all can see my hand or not. Back here. I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't see it on the screen. The sun's shining right in it. But we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some arugula down here. And then we'll put a little bit of mud over it. Okay. All right, so this one here, I'm still getting peppers, man, all over the place. I hate to pull something up. Let's see how much arugula. I got arugula. So I'll keep arugula on this side here. Arugula there, 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 and there. So let me plant some up in here. I don't know if you could see. But in this area here, I'm going to sprinkle arugula. Arugula seeds here. Arugula seeds here. Whoop, I'm out. Okay, so I didn't get that many over here. I got a few. Not that many. Okay. Alright, that takes care of the arugula. So I'll have some arugula, and if I find some more seeds in the store somewhere, I'll pick them up and try to get some more planted in here, okay? But other than that, that takes care of this side, except really this. So let me go ahead and put some beets. So we'll have beets and arugula down this side here. I had a few arugula seeds came out in here. But let me go ahead and get some of these in here. You know, in the Bible it talks about how the sower scatters the seed. Just saying, ain't nothing wrong with what I'm doing here. I'm going to water all this in when I'm finished planting. Okay. All right. So that leaves me with. I still got some more beets I want to get done, and I probably ought to go ahead. I got an area right here. Right here. I can get some something growing right in here. See that? So let me get this. Some more beets. We love the greens on. We don't really eat the beet. We eat the greens. So that's why I can plant a bunch of them close together, because I'm not going for the beets. Some of y'all might think that's crazy, but hey, that's how it is. Put them all back here. So there we go. Finish that off. And let me get my mud. This is not really no nutrients in this at all, really. This is just seed starter mix, okay? But when the seed seeds begin to germinate, they can bust through the top through this pretty easy, right? And then underneath them, they'll have nutrients in the soil underneath them. They can start getting nutrients. Okay. All right. Now, what's left? We have spinach, Chinese cabbage, and some more butterhead lettuce. So, boy, this basil smells so good. Basil smells so good. I'll be right back. I'm going to go give some of this to the chickens. Okay, get down, you. All right, so now, guys, we're going to be up on this side here. And let's see what we can do here, huh? I can't really do much here. Yeah, I can. Let me try the spinach. Okay, spinach here. I'll do spinach up in here. I'll do some spinach around my artichoke here. Quite a bit of spinach. I'm going to use up this whole little container. How you doing, little buddy? so that pretty much now takes care of all of these. Get off it. Okay, so next thing I got to do, work on that light, get that light, that grow light down, and then I'll probably water all the trees today. I got all my trees here, and I want to tie off the banana tree because it looks like it's leaning over. It even looks like it's leaning more now too to me. Yeah, I need to pull it back. I don't like the way that looks. I hate to think I'd come out in the morning to be even more. Okay, I got some rope right here. I'm gonna tie it up right now. I'm gonna see how I can do this right now. All right, okay. Hey, Luna. Hey, baby. Hello. Hard. All right. Man, these little calamundins, they look so good. Look at that. And actually, you can eat the peeling and all. Got some seeds. They remind me almost identical to a tart kumquat, except the peeling is thinner. Good. Okay. Got a lot of citrus that's actually ready to pick. Red navels, oranges, tangerines, satsumas. What is this? Navel orange. I don't know if they're ready yet. Don't seem like they are. They seem hard still. But like a satsuma, here's a satsuma here, and they peel real easy. Let's see. You can see what I'm doing here. Real easy peel. Well, the only sad thing about all this, we only got so many on here and they're almost gone already. We've been eating them. I've been trying to not do what I'm doing here, because I've been bringing them inside and, you know, letting everybody have some. It's so sweet. Real sweet. Very few seeds. See, I have one seed out of half of it. Oops, excuse me. Should have washed my hands before I did that, but I'm going to take care of that light and then water my trees, and that's going to be it for today for me. So, man, these are mandarins. This looks like one that's ready here. Let's see. It is ready. Let me show you the mandarin. Now, the mandarins are real close to a satsuma. They got the kind of thick peeling, and they peel easy like a satsuma. I mean, the peeling is not as thick as a satsuma, but almost. It peels just as easy. Almost just as easy, let's say. Because it does, like, after you get so much off, it breaks, and you got to start over. With the satsuma, you could keep peeling that whole peeling off. And they're just like the satsuma as far as the little individual. Now, these have more seeds. They're sweet, but yet a little more tart. Like the satsuma, it's not tart at all. It's still good. Real good. Now, if you live up north, you could grow these things indoors, you know. You could actually get you some nice little looking grow lights. It's just not the normal grow light. You can get some kind of decorative grow light that you put over your plant. Grow it like in the corner of the room or something. Or grow them in containers outside, where when the winter comes you bring them in, and because they'll have a hard time. They do okay here with our winters, but they'll have a hard time with stuff below 30 degrees, you know. They'll have a hard time. Okay, it's looking good in there. A lot of the sun's blocked out. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to take care of the light, water everything. Also, I'm going to change the quail cages. They kind of smelling right now. And I got a guy coming tomorrow. And he's going to take some manure, so I want to give all that to him too. So let me get to working on all that, guys, and then that's going to be it for this video. Aquaponics, I'm telling you, it's a pretty neat way once you get the kinks out. It takes a little work, but man, check videos out. Look, when I first got into it, now this was back in 2009. About 2009. It could have been a little bit before that. Is when I started getting into it, and I wasn't into YouTube. I didn't really know about looking up stuff on YouTube to try to find out, you know what I mean. And then I did. Somebody told me something about it. No, you know what it was? They came. Oh, excuse me. I saw this program called. I don't know, something like Preppers or something, End Time Preppers or something like that. And they had a guy in I think it was Arizona, had a swimming pool that he basically drained the pool down just so much where he could actually walk down into the pool, and he had fish in the deep part, and he had his chicken coop built across the pool, and the chicken poop, the poop would go into the water, the fish would eat the poop, and he was pumping that water into rock gardens and growing food. It was incredible the way he did it, and that's what I don't know if I had gotten started with it, or that's what gave me the idea to do it. I don't really remember. It's been a long time. Let's see. We had Isaac was in 2011, so I already had it going then. I'm thinking 2009 maybe. That's what I'm thinking. That's the number that's popping in my head. That's when I started it. So anyway, so before I started watching YouTube channels, and really I don't think that anything I saw on YouTube actually helped me financially with it, okay? Because just like anything and everywhere, whatever, because you see, I'm using something totally different than, like, you probably, I don't know, there might be somebody using horse trough for their tank, and then they use the IBC top I'm using, because I started off with one of those, and that was like, I was having a hard time with that because it wasn't a big enough tank really to put any kind of decent amount of fish. You get too many fish in there, it was just hard to keep the balance, you know. When I went to this was easy as pie to do this. And there was some years there I didn't do anything. Like after Isaac, I didn't do it for a while because I don't know why. Because I just, that's when I think I started researching, trying to find other ways to do it, and I found out they were doing aquaponics. People had bigger tanks with putting their fish in, and that's when I started trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Well, I already had this horse trough sitting here because I had gotten it from a church. It used to be where they baptized people in, and I had it over there, and rainwater would drip in it and fill up, and that's what I would actually watered my gardens for years. With rainwater, scooping it out and hand watering all my plants. I did that for years, man. Now the last couple of years I've been using city water, and I could tell a major difference in what's going on using that water. I need to get back to collecting rainwater, but I mean we hadn't had much rain. I mean anyway, lately, like this year, it wouldn't have mattered because I would have had to use the city water anyway. But anyway, all right, so that's going to be it, guys. Aquaponics, man. Try, if you go on my playlist on my channel, all my videos with aquaponics, I got them grouped together. So just look for the title Aquaponics, and you can look at all the videos. Might be something that could help you out. If anything, it is fun to do, and then to see how quick and fast your stuff grows. And you'll see, you're going to watch, I'll show you, and I'll keep track of the time and show you how fast this stuff grows. I mean, let's see, today is actually a Wednesday, okay, that we're planting this, okay? So I'm going to say by next Wednesday, we're going to actually see germination. A nice size germination. Now, you might not see it on the celery yet. I can't remember if the celery does it quick, because the celery is a slower grower, but I think it germinates just as quick, but just a slower grower, you know. And but probably grows quicker than normal in the aquaponics. It grows beautiful. Celery does great in the aquaponics, and so does the butterhead lettuce. And I used to put bok choy, but now I didn't put bok choy, so I'm taking up all that space to use all lettuce in there. So that's going to give me basically, what, 25 heads of lettuce for us. Now what's a drag is a lot of that's going to be all ready at the same time, you know. I do know how to preserve a little bit of that. And I got videos on that, or one video on it, and where I actually put it into jars, and I sealed it. I vacuum sealed the jars, and it lasted a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? It lasted for a while, you know. And I think my mistake was I put it in the refrigerator, and I didn't even have to do that because it was never refrigerated. I didn't have to do that. I could have left it out on the shelf. I think it would have lasted longer. But anyway, so I'm going to have to be doing that again this year, vacuum sealing this stuff to prolong its shelf life, okay? Because that's the hardest thing to prolong is like your greens, you know, leafy greens, your lettuces and spinaches, arugula, bok choy, all that stuff. But anyway, regardless, we're going to get it, we're going to eat it, we're going to preserve what we can. And that's one thing about homesteading, guys. You eat what's in season, you know. So maybe we can't grow the lettuces and all, but We do have a source that we can buy hydroponic organic lettuce, and we could buy that all year long, you know. So if this turns out to be a bad year, then I think what I'm going to just go over to just buying all my lettuce from this company, because it's really not that expensive, and you're getting organic lettuce. So anyway, alright guys, let me get picked up, let me get cleaned out, let me fix that light, clean these cages, and water my trees, because the sun's going down on me. Okay, alright, y'all take care. See you guys on the next video. Be blessed. Okay, bye.